Welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled The Covenantal Relationship versus the Providential Relationship, Part 2, A Call to Arms. So we spoke that in the previous year, that covenantal relationship with God is intact from the time we received the Luchot, Torah at Sinai. That's it. We're bound to God, and God, so to speak, is bound to us. We are the Am Skula. We have the mitzvot. We must keep them, abide by them. And it doesn't matter what the providential relationship is looking like. Maybe glorious times, like in times of Shlomo, times of Hakamat Medina right now, where it's so clear to me and hopefully Klal Yisrael that God is with us once again. And that relationship, the providential relationship, is very strong, but it doesn't matter whether it's during the Holocaust, whether it's during the Hakamat Medina, whether it's time of Shlomo HaMelech, whether it's time of the Chorban. Doesn't matter what the providential relationship is, our commitment to God must be strong, even though it's challenging during the difficult times. I think there is a big nafkamina, an outcome that results from this idea. A person goes ahead and senses that these are strong, glorious times for Klal Yisrael. God is close, apparently close. God's always with us, but there could be a time of Hester Panim. Soloveitchik says Holocaust was a time of Hester Panim. He was hidden from us. So when we have times where God is close to us, He's with us, and it's apparent. Hashem is bringing us all home from the four corners of the globe, just like was predicted. We're here, we're building up 6.3 million Jews strong. The Jews in exile, the numbers are going down, and it's coming up over here, just like was predicted from all parts of the world. Now, holy Jews do not see that, I'm not sure, but that's the fact. Those are the facts, unfortunately. But for those who are fortunate that see that these are great, glorious, miraculous times for the Jewish people. In Eretz Yisrael, Medinat Yisrael, with Jewish sovereignty, so there's that philosophical outlook of seeing divine providence. Does that have a practical ramification? In my opinion, it does. Everything we do is risk management. There's a hardcore Tzioni person going to go ahead and try to go back into Gush Katif, dig his way in, and set up camp in Gush Katif in Gaza today. No matter how extreme a person is, I think the risk management will tell 99.9% of the people, you're going to die from that. You're going to get killed by setting up a camp in the middle of Gaza. On the other hand, a less innocuous case, a person is living in Chutz La'aretz and says, I think there's a mitzvah from 3,300 years ago to come to Israel, and it seems like God invited us back home today. My business is settled in the States. My kids are here. Schooling is going well. My wife and I, we have our jobs here. We have a social network here. I have a family here. Going to Israel. Socially, how's it going to be? Educationally? Financially? Economically? I don't know. It's a big change. That's risk management. You're taking chances. Certainly not the extreme case of a person setting up his camp in Gaza. But it's certainly more of a risk than just staying back in the 5 towns in New York and Golders Green, wherever it may be. It's risk management. I'm wondering if during the time of strong providential relationship with God, we will go ahead and we should be nudged to take chances in areas that we may not have decades or centuries ago, because we sense God's providence with us. How far do you take this idea? Do we go ahead and try to conquer Israeli towns that Arabs are inhabiting? That's a good question. Or if Aaron deals with that in his Bitachon article. I'm not talking about such a big picture. I'm talking about a family moving. I'm talking about a person living in Israel. He's getting by financially, working 7-8 hours a day, even a little bit of extra. He wants to limit it a bit and do more learning and balance that out. Risk management. Wait, I need to keep putting away for a rainy day. I need to put enough so I can have, if this happens or that happens. Maybe part of the factor should be that, wait, I'm living, I feel the providence. I moved here. My kids are doing well. I set up nicely with my family, the community. I feel Hashem's hashgacha here. And maybe we go and push a little bit further, more than we may have in other situations, because we feel the providential relationship with God. So in my opinion, this is not just the theological distinction that we are making between the covenantal relationship, which is ironclad in all generations, versus the providential relationship with may wax and wane. I'm saying there's a call to action. When we know God is with us, not to do something crazy extreme, but maybe push ourselves a little further than we normally would have when the times seem a bit darker. Shalom.